Hello. Having a clean and hygienic house is very important for me too, just like you. Yet I know that we also have something highly special in common with you. Aura Roboclean. This is the reason we're here today, together. As an experienced Aura Roboclean owner, I wanted to talk to you and share my knowledge with you, so you can use your machine more comfortably and safely. Although it gives the impression of being a vacuum cleaner, actually Aura Roboclean is a cleaning robot, which performs the duties of 5 different machines in a single machine body. As you know, this machine is an air freshener, also a vacuum cleaner, and also an electro nozzle. Furthermore, it makes our home fragrant. In other words, it sweeps away the bad smells and brings the sweet and refreshing smells of a spring garden into your home. Of course, there's also the vacuuming feature. It sucks the air from your cushions and pillows and decontaminates them. It cleans thoroughly the carpets and the armchairs, as well as the beds and pillows, and makes them shining with cleanliness without ever fading their colour. Does the kids' seabed need to be inflated? Is your sink plugged? It manages to do them all, bless it. A machine which does all of these things on its own, of course, has so many tools. At first sight, trust me, I was also a little bit confused, just like you. Yet in time I understood that actually it's not as difficult as it seems. As I've mentioned before, my aim, as an experienced Aura Roboclean user, is to help you ladies. But first of all, you'll watch a VCD film, a very brief one. I don't think you'll really like it. I mean, you won't watch it with a smile on your face, but I'm sure the information in this movie will really attract your attention as much as mine. Moreover, I'm sure you'll encounter truths you've never seen or heard before. And you're going to understand once again how right your decision to have an Aura Roboclean is. The movie is mostly about the dust monsters. I gave them that name. Their real name is acarus. People call them mites. There are also pollens and funguses, which are at least as harmful as they are. All these are living things which live in our homes together with us, but we can never see them with the naked eye. The reason why I shortened it to dust monsters is because they live in dust motes, and when observed by microscopic equipment, they're disgusting enough to make you feel frightened and sick. It's not only their appearance which is disgusting, the really annoying thing is their negative effects on our health. Since we are not able to see them with the naked eye, we cannot see mites either. No matter how clean a house seems, these living things which do exist in every other house used to exist in my own home in the past too. I mean, until I got myself an Aura Roboclean. Now, if you wish, let us start with the VCD and together learn about these living things, what they look like, where and how they live. In addition to this, of course, let us learn the risks they pose for our health. What is a house dust acarus? That is, what is a mite? Where does it exist? Within house dust, the most important living thing which affects health negatively is the dust acarus, the so-called dermatophagitis. These living organisms can't be seen by the naked eye. They can only be observed by an electron microscope, and their appearance is much like a spider's. In 1 gram of dust, between 1,000, 1,500 live mites and 250,000 mite feces exist. 7,000 mites may fit on a fingernail. Their main source of nourishment is flakes of human skin. They're defined as the primary cause of asthma and allergic diseases. They like hot and moist places. Places where they mostly exist are beds, couches, carpets, pillows and quilts, fabric and goods with fibres. There are more than 2 million mites in a standard bed. A mite produces feces 200 times its own weight. Those feces dry in time and mix with the air we breathe, and this is the most dangerous situation. Besides allergic people, in-house acarus may also harm healthy people who aren't allergic to dust and similar things. Especially because they're viscous, the mite feces accumulate inside the lungs and cause flu, cold, respiration defects and asthma. The USA Allergic Specialists Association clarified that 50% of these entire diseases appear, or the existing diseases become more intense because of the dense air pollution and dust that exist in homes and offices. What are the dangerous allergens which exist in houses and can't be seen by the naked eye? Pollens. They are the round or egg-shaped breeding cells which are approximately 2 to 50 microns in diameter and are needed for the plants to be fertilized. Not all of the pollens cause allergies. There are 10 to 20 pollen grains in 1 cubic meter of air. They cause allergic rhinitis, allergic conjunctivitis, allergic asthma and acute urticaria diseases. Small ones are spread by wind, while the bigger ones are spread by insects. Fungus spores. Funguses produce spores that have allergic effects. These living things, which can't be seen by the naked eye, are smaller than pollens and they may exist in houses as they exist in nature. They live in humid places where the sunlight doesn't reach, and they make allergic people feel ill during the whole year. I can hear you saying, I can't sleep in that bed again. But don't worry, because from now on, you have an Aura Roboclean, just like me. You'll be able to cleanse your beds of these monsters, lie down on couches with complete peace and comfort, get rid of your pets' hairs, and when your children play on the carpet, you won't be anxious about them becoming contaminated with germs. With Aura Roboclean, you're going to have a real cleaning in your home and get rid of both seen and unseen dust. Of course, you're also going to get rid of those dust monsters living inside the dust. As far as you're concerned, how is real cleaning performed? With water, of course. I mean the water in nature. Think about it. After the rain, when we go out for a walk, what's the weather like? Brightly shining, spotlessly clean, and smells wonderful, doesn't it? Because the raindrops hold all of the dust in the air and bring it down to the ground. Rain, wind, and other natural events keep the air clean at all times. We can do the same thing in our homes with Aura Roboclean. I mean, we can wash the air in our home with water because it's the only way to get rid of the dust and invisible house organisms that live in that dust. From now on, we can clean your furniture and possessions by the same method. Because the most important feature of the Aura Roboclean is this: it imprisons the germs and dust in water. This is our water basin. And this is the part called the separator. Separator means the decomposer, the analyzer. Its job is to imprison the dust, dirt and whatever exists in the air and on our belongings in this basin, which is filled with water. Our first job is to fill that basin with water. We'll fill the water to the top of the post located in the centre. No less, no more, just like that. Air will flow in from this hole, pass through the water and be thrown out purely clear and clean. In this way, the dust which exists in the air that we breathe will be accumulated in the Aura Roboclean's water basin, and the air of your house will be spotlessly clean. Thanks to these special perfumes which you'll place at the airflow intake of the machine, pleasant fragrances will be all over your house. In other words, you won't have to purchase room sprays anymore. Yesterday I read in the newspaper that the fragrance chemicals in perfumed room sprays mix with the air directly. This is a very dangerous thing for sure. Because sprays can easily hold on to the dust particles in the air, and when we breathe in this air, this may well get into our lungs. However, when deodorizing the air with Aura Roboclean,